How's it going, everyone? So in this video we're going to be talking about exactly how I got my first Amazon commissions, how long it took me, and everything that's basically gone into it up until this point. So if you've already been following my journey, you would have known that I've recently actually built a niche website for the first time ever. I've got a bit of a background in building sites altogether, but not specifically trying to target SEO traffic. So what I've done with this past recent site is I've built it all around dogs. So it wasn't the initial best kind of niche idea for me, I would say. Like, it's a great niche, but maybe not for me. But I decided to select that, and that's what I went down with. And you know, as I got halfway through, it was a bit kind of difficult to plow on, but I thought, you know what, I'm already in the niche. I have to stick to it now and actually see it through until I get to the point of success with this site. So I wasn't going to turn around and go into a second site. And that's the first point that I want to make to anyone who actually feels that they have selected the wrong niche. You're always going to feel like that more time, but you just got to see it through and actually get to the point of succeeding with it. And then after, you can move on to a second site. Due to the nature of the industry that we're in, you're going to build multiple niche websites. So don't get hung up on the idea that you're marrying this one niche and you're never going to be able to let go of it. You know, not that you would want to let go of your marriages anyway. But so what we're going to talk about in this video is exactly what my commissions were. So basically, I'll throw up a screenshot right here. You can see that I don't do screenshots anymore, but I'll do it for this video on the exception. But what it is as you can see, so I should have about $44 that I made that was generated in revenue for Amazon, and then I took a commission off of that. So altogether, I think it's like $2 something. It's not a lot, but it's like 3 sales so far. And this was made last week. So the actual article that this came from was a Best Buy article, which was kind of a bit surprising to me because I've been going down the route of trying to build an organic kind of outreach to people. So trying to rank for terms that are not related so much to a Best Buy, bringing people in and then linking over to the product review articles. But this article itself isn't actually ranking that high. So I think it's about position 14, something like that. The site's relatively new. So if you're wondering how long it took me to make the first commission on the site, the first article was published 3 months ago, and the last article was published only about a couple of weeks ago. Now the site's up to it was up to 52 articles at the point of sale, and now it's up to just under 60 articles in total of the site, and a few of those are drafts. So what it is yeah, basically the commissions came in, and it was funny because I was talking to someone, I can't remember what I was going over, and I was just talking about Amazon commissions, and I logged in to find out that there were commissions inside of my back end. So I didn't even know the sale was made. I know it's integrated with your email address, wherever you've registered with, but I didn't use my main email because I don't like that getting clogged up with lots of, you know, different stuff, even if it's money in that sense. But yeah, so I actually have like a separate account for that. But I might actually put it onto my main email maybe now because it's actually making money. The good thing is as well is now once the site's made commissions with that specific affiliate account, then that means the affiliate account will stay alive, because with Amazon, if you don't make a commission within 6 months, they cancel your account and you have to reapply again. I don't think it's a big problem if you do have to reapply, but I haven't had to do that yet, fortunately. But yeah, so definitely I would say, like, you know, affiliate marketing works with Amazon sites 110% because I've seen the proof in the pudding. Those sales didn't come all on one day. So one of them came like on the first day, and then it came over the following 2 days. It made another 2 sales. Now you might ask, like, how much traffic am I getting for these sales and whatever? It's nothing extravagant. So all the site's getting at the moment is about 20 to 30 searches a day. Now, that isn't fixated around that figure. A reason being because it's gradually growing. So every single day you'll see it go up by like 2 searches, 3 searches, then it might dip, then it might come back up. So don't expect this whole like kind of linear growth. It doesn't work like that. It kind of dips and goes up and whatever. But overall, if you were to take like over the past week or 2 weeks, you can see a gradual increase. And yeah, so like I'm getting traffic from Google, and I'm getting traffic from Bing, getting traffic from Yahoo, and another site called Duck and Go. So that's the one who protects your identity and your IP address so adverts can't retarget you. If you want to know about what Duck and Go is, it's just another search engine. You can Google it. But yeah, I'm getting traffic from all of those different places, plus also Instagram, but I'm not making sales through the Instagram traffic as far as I know. I would have to track the traffic to find that out, but I'm sending a lot of Instagram traffic to my actual main page. And what that's doing is it's giving Google something to work with, to see, data on my site, to see how long people stay on the page. So that's like your retention rate, people clicking through on links, people reading and whatever. All these different things are increasing the data that you can provide to Google, and Google just wants that data so they can determine how good your site is. But within that time, so within the 3-month period, I've actually managed to rank for a #1 position, which is for a keyword that's getting about, say, maybe about 30 to 50 searches per month. And I can see that in the search console, in the back end of my search console, which is tracking all of the data from my website. But at the same time, my actual tracking tool, keysearch.co, which you can check out below, that also tracks my data. So I use that tool for absolutely everything. It helps me to find content. It helps me to find different keywords to rank for. It lets me view competitors' traffic to specific posts, like many different things and aspects that tool has. But if you wanted to see like a full review on the tool, I've actually done one on the YouTube channel, so you can go check that out as well. I've actually got like a playlist with it. You can go see that. But yeah, so really good results so far. Within 3 months, I'm personally happy with that result. I don't know if it's like the best ever or whatever. Like, some people might have got a commission within 2 months, 1 month, whatever. This is my journey. This is my site and how it's going to work. And for me, it's really good. Like, I'm happy with that. I can see definitely the site's going to grow over time. I am currently using a persona on the site, and there's a funny story about that. I've learned through quite a few mistakes so far. So the biggest thing I can say, like, for getting started with niche sites is just taking action. That's what's going to teach you everything. So like at the beginning, I had a problem with, like when you got HTTPS semicolon / and then www.yoursite.com. What it is I had HTTP semicolon whatever. So basically I had to install like a certificate. There's an actual SSL certificate, and what that does is it encrypts data on your site. So if someone comes on and they put like sensitive information onto your site, it will actually protect them from hackers or anything like that. So that was one of the first benefits. But what the downside to that is basically when you're trying to integrate like the search console with your site, you have to have an exact match, because what happens is otherwise it redirects. So the search console is like Google's back-end software that basically allows you to see all of the data and what Google's reading on your site and how they're actually monitoring it. So it gives you all of that in-depth information. And then what it is you have to integrate your site with that. So you have to merge the two. And if it's not an exact match on the word, even just like a little / at the end, it makes the difference. So you have to put it in exactly the same. And what it allows you to do is basically when you post like a new post, say for example, I put a new post out on dogs, like, on dogs having back pain or something. I don't know. I was just reading something about back pain. So just say I put a post out about that. Basically, I would have to try and get that page to rank on Google as fast as possible. Now, Google it's not going to be on Google at all. Like at the beginning, when you post it, it just doesn't exist on there. So what you've got to do is force index it. It will come onto Google within Google's time. Like, so Google will, kind of find your page, because their job is to provide the best user experience, which means giving them the best answers, because a lot of things on Google are search queries. So based on that, obviously there's going to be a lot of people searching for things, and Google's job is to provide them the best answer. And that's the same job with like things like Siri, which is also integrated with Google. So anyway, that's what that does. Now, what it is when people come on and they're searching for things, obviously Google wants to find the best content, so they're going to go and search for it. Now, they might not find your article straight away. So a way of actually providing Google that extra helping hand in assisting them to actually place your content on their platform is to force index it. And I don't know the time frame on this, and that is one thing you need to sort of forget with this type of business model, is like time. Like, you can't really, expect that instant gratification. It's more of a long-term gratification process. But yeah, so like if you were to force index your page or your post, then it will take a little while before it actually becomes apparent on Google. So if you don't see it pop up, don't worry about it. Then there's also like this Sandbox thing. So that, like, you know, I don't know if it exists or whether it's real or whatever, but I had an experience with it. I'm going to save that for another video because I'm going to be doing a video on the Google Sandbox. So make sure you check out that video. I'll be posting it tomorrow most probably. But yeah, so basically I had that problem. Then I had a problem with integrating my email autoresponder, so I had to change that because I've actually got an email sequence for an affiliate product on my site. I've installed Thrive Leads opt-in forms on my site, so I've got like a free ebook which is from the ClickBank product that I'm promoting. They give you like a free ebook to promote so you can get people to sign up to the email list, and then they actually give you the email series. Now what was really good about this is basically, if you search for the product that you're trying to sell, you'll find other sites ranking for it in Google. So if you type like Best Buy or no, this like XYZ like review, yeah, whatever the product is that you're promoting, you'll be able to see all of these sites. So anyway, if you find those sites, you'll then be able to see how they're promoting it. I managed to find like a huge site. So they're like bringing in like 500,000 page views per month, and they're promoting this same affiliate product on every single page. So, and they've been doing that now. I've monitored the site for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and they've been promoting it. So I got to see all of the emails that they provided because I just went, signed up, got the ebook. So they used the same ebook that the vendor on ClickBank gives you. They used that ebook and then they worded it like with a kind of opt-in in their own way. They got the opt-in form and then they retarget you through email and actually get you to go back to the actual real product, which is a course to go and train your dog. So you probably know what product it is I'm promoting if you go and search it. I don't really mind anyway. But yeah, so basically, anyway, so what it is I found this and I was able to just reverse engineer their whole funnel. So I've done that and I've implemented it onto my site. So far, I haven't got any sign-ups to the lead forms, but I've only put it on like 2 days ago or something like that. So it's only quite recent, but I know once the traffic starts coming in, it's definitely going to build up. And I'm actually using the X theme on the site. So it's got a carousel at the top. And what I aim to do with that is basically place all of the money posts at the top. So all of the actual high-end or high-ticket products or the ones that really sell well, I'll place them at the top of the site. So no matter what page someone lands on, the carousel will be at the top with the money post. So they can read that article they came for and then see the money post and click off and, you know, potentially purchase as well. So that's working really good. What I am thinking about is integrating those Amazon adverts. So, you know, like when you get those kind of Amazon adverts that you get integrated on a website, those look pretty good. And you know, where they've got like a recommended products and things like that, you might have seen them. They're like a big box and it's actually got images of Amazon products. So it's like a carousel almost. Those seem to work really well. I've seen quite a few affiliate sites with that, but it all depends on what kind of feel you're trying to go for, because it can make your site look a bit kind of not salesy, because if you do it in the right way, it won't look salesy, but it can make your site look a tiny bit unprofessional, I would say. So it all depends on what kind of feel you're trying to go for, because no, it can look professional. It takes away that authenticity, I think. You know, like if you've got like a blog and someone's really feeling like they really know the person behind the blog and whatever, and they kind of follow that blog. I think that, you know, really and truly with that, it can take that away. But, you know, it's something you got to test really and see how it works. Everything requires a little bit of testing. And really, you got to test it with the market. So you got to bring it to the market. You got to bring your idea of what you think will be beneficial, and then bring it to the actual traffic and let the traffic respond. And that will give you the feedback to actually optimize and get the best results, you know. So eventually you're just optimizing to try and get to that successful stage. But emails, I think, are really important, because if you're not collecting emails, then all of those people that come to your site just bounce away after, even if they buy. So they might come, buy something, go off, you never ever see them again. Now, like in sort of, you know, affiliate marketing, from what I know over the last, like, you know, 12 months that I've been involved, is that like basically anytime someone comes to your product and they buy, those are like golden customers because they buy stuff, you know, so you don't want to lose those guys, and you can keep them in a segmented list. So you really want to have those people in a list because a lot of people are recurring buyers, so they might buy again and again and again, you know, and especially if it's a niche based product, something that they have an interest in or they might have needed or whatever, they're going to continue to buy that product, you know. So I've been learning a lot about copywriting as well, so I've been implementing a lot of that into everything that I do, not only just my website, but also into, like, I'm talking about, you know, my Facebook posts and how I post on social media, Instagram, anything, and really focusing on, you know, structuring my messages inside of that format with touching on pain points and, you know, trying to persuade people to take certain actions. So I really want to test it out in emails. I'm going to see how that goes. But right now my email series funnel is only like about 5 or 6 emails. So that's the ones that have been used from the swipes that I've attained. But obviously, you know, I'll be implementing my own emails in future. I'll be writing them up in the format of copywriting as well. So if I can give any advice to anyone with starting out with niche sites and, you know, me making my commission and whatever, I would just say best thing to do is get started. Go and learn the information you need, like, quick as possible. I'm learning from Franklin Hatchett's Savage Affiliates course. If you don't buy that, then another course I recommend is Income School's course. Links to both of them are going to be below this video, so you can check them out. But if you were to go through my links, they're affiliate links, by the way, so I will receive a commission. But if you do go through that, I will personally work with you to help you succeed and get your first commissions just like me, you know, and onwards and upwards to hit your goals, whatever they may be. But yeah, so like definitely over the course of the year, like I said, taking this site up to 100 pages. Once it's at 100 pages, what the aim is I should be making enough money to actually take the profits, reinvest it into the website, and actually hire writers to write the content and continue the growth of the site. So the site will continue to exponentially grow in income, because at that point I'll have a lot more authority. So I haven't really done a lot of backlinking. I've done like a bit of blog commenting, and I'm quite surprised because a lot of that sticks. Like, it literally sticks. Like, people accept those links. And they come in like every so often, sporadically, which is really good because it looks kind of natural to Google. But they're usually no-follow links, so that means that the person's site doesn't pass any authority or link juice onto your site, you know, any of the ranking power, which doesn't matter to me because no-follow links somehow still give like a little bit of a signal to Google that your site is relevant to a certain topic or niche or whatever, and it does kind of help with your authority a little bit. So although it's not very on frontline that it helps ranking power, it does a little bit. I've seen it firsthand. So if anyone tells me otherwise, you know, I don't know. It doesn't exist, because to me, it does, because I've seen it happen. It's been helping me. And my domain authority is currently at about 10, and my page authority is 9, and that can vary depending on what page you're looking at. But yeah, so that's it. And by the time like my authority, you know, reaches like 20, 30, it'd be a lot easier to actually rank. So the more your authority builds up, it's like having a big YouTube channel. You've got a lot of authority. So when you put a video out, you don't have to do so much optimization and all of that. You kind of just rank, you know. But with a site, you still would have to optimize, but you have a lot more ranking power. So you'd be able to, you know, power through and actually go beyond like many other, you know, crappy websites and ranking, you know, top first or second page in very next to little or no time. But yeah, so that's where I'm at anyway. So I'm taking this site up to 100 pages, and then I'm going to move on to site number 2. So the site number 2, I'm currently in 2 minds. I've recently had a baby, so I'm thinking, you know, I might make a site about babies, like about being a father, you know, like to a baby, like, and actually, you know, working from home and stuff like that, because I'm working full-time on the site stuff, and I work part-time as a train driver still on the weekend. So once this gets to a point where I want it, then I'll be going full-time with this, you know. That's the plan for 2019. But let's see if I can do it. Like, so if you guys are like following the channel, then let's see if I can hit that this year. And the target is at least 3,000 per month. That's what my target is. If I hit 3,000 for a straight 3 months, I'll quit my job. That's it. I'll hand in my notice straight away. So, and because at that point I'll just grow the business, you know, up to 10k, 20k, whatever. But I'm also going to do a video based around the evolution of an SEO, because I think that's something that's not talked about. So many people think that, oh yeah, I'm going to, you know, do niche sites for the rest of my life. And you see, anyone who has succeeded hugely with niche sites, I've been studying a lot of these people, they haven't stuck to niche sites. They always start off with this, and this builds their foundation, and it gives them the cash flow to then invest into bigger ventures. So I'm going to be doing a video on the evolution of a niche website builder, okay? And I'm going to be bringing on a few people for interviews as well. Let me know in the comment section below of whether you would want to see some, you know, SEOs coming on, because I've got a few people who are dominating in the game who can come on, share some knowledge with you guys. I'm sure you will enjoy it, and I'll have a playlist of, you know, interviews with people who are succeeding inside of the industry. It would be good for me to learn from, and also from you guys. And then also, I've also got an idea of where I wanted to bring like people who are trying to build something online, because they can also bring a little something to the table and just interesting ideas. So I was thinking of maybe bringing like a new sort of series to the channel of where I bring people who are trying to make themselves online, and then you guys can actually give them feedback on, you know, what they can maybe change before, you know, or what they can tweak or whatever. It will allow us to all connect as a community. So that's my ideas for it. But let me know, like, because you guys ultimately determine exactly how this channel goes. But thank you for watching today. As per usual, I'll keep plowing on. Hopefully I can come back in a following couple of weeks with showing you some big, huge results with Amazon. But thanks again, and take care. I'll speak to you soon. Peace.